So did you end up putting honey in mine?
Yeah, I put honey in both of them.
Thank you.
I put a lot of honey in yours, so get ready.
All right.
More of a savory person.
We were just talking about in the car about how you want dessert every night.
Well, yeah, but I'm more of a savory person in general.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Modern Idiots. My name is Rory.
I'm Tyler.
I'm Sarah.
Today we're watching Three Body Problem, Season 1, Episode 4. What happened last time, guys?
Sarah, do you want to start?
Yeah, Jack Rooney died.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, he was murdered by the creepy lady, who we're not sure if she's an alien or not.
Mm-hmm.
But he was murdered because he didn't want to continue playing the game. And nobody has found out yet. So this episode, we are going to probably be dealing with the repercussions of that, see how they handle the situation, if it's covered up, what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't expect him to be the first one out of the main ones to die, given that the character with cancer, who
Yeah. You think maybe?
yeah, I don't know. But speaking of the guy with cancer, I forget his name. Maybe he'll die soon, anyways. Maybe it won't matter.
This kid.
Yeah, just saying. He had a conversation with his cancer that sort of seemed to be, you could extrapolate it to be sort of the strategy or the idea behind the aliens. I think the idea is, maybe we can live peacefully. The cancer was saying, I'll stay in one part of your body and you can take the rest of it. Speaking of the aliens, we learned a little bit more about them. They have someone that we call, or not we, but that the CEO calls and refers to as Lord. And it's clear that sort of they've been the ones providing the technology, whether that be the sort of like the headset, as well as I think just it seems that they there was one other thing that they provided as well. Obviously, well, they didn't provide it, but they did the star blinking. It is very clear that they've been communicating with Evans for a while now. To be seen whether or not that's a friendly relationship or whether it's one where he feels subservient. Obviously, he's calling him Lord, which makes me think subservient, probably due to the technological advances that they have on us.
You don't know, maybe that's a popular name in the future.
Maybe it's a popular name in the future. But another mystery is we don't know what they look like. It was sort of implied that they, in the game, they are sort of changing what they look like for the benefit of humans. Mm-hmm. So whether or not that means they look remotely human or look completely different remains to be seen. And that sort of plays back with that girl that murdered Jack Rooney and that we've seen all throughout the first few episodes. And whether or not she is actually an alien and whether, if she is, maybe she's just looking like a human. If she's not, then who knows? And then I guess the other question is she an alien? I think you brought up at the end of last episode, like maybe it's AI.
Don't say
yeah,
that.
I know. I hope not. But
We'll have to see.
We'll have to see.
There's lots of mystery to the show. I'm sure we're going to learn a little bit more and have even more questions going forward. But without further ado, I think it's time to get into the episode.
Let's do it.
All right, let's go.
Mr. Evans. I have to say, I was surprised to hear from you.
I'm only here for a week. For a conference. Astrophysics. Things change.
Is that the guy that was in the forest?
Yeah.
Ah, I don't think I realized that.
You mean the guy in the hut?
Yeah. With the asylum sprinkler.
Yeah.
I could use the resources available to me to do more.
In nature, nothing exists alone. I did not know who else to talk to. I did something.
It's an understatement. Kind of did the thing in the history of our species.
It does seem strange that has that much information about him. I feel like she met him for a hot sec.
It looks like some time has gone by. I mean, he was probably naturally skinny, but this is...
No, I think I did see that like the actor lost weight for it.
Oh, yeah. Jack was supposed to pick me up like an hour ago, but the bastard won't even answer his phone. You okay? Why are you here? I should have stopped us.
Hey, was it your fault? Must be the same woman, right? The one who lit my cigarette. Maybe she erased herself from the footage like last time.
Could be someone she works with.
We'll find her.
Next week, I'm meeting to welcome you to the organization. You could try stuck a chump. You can go home, mourn your friend, spend the rest of your life wishing you had acted differently the night he died. Or you can help us catch the consummate of him.
Drink the vodka.
I thought that was better than the vodka.
No, drink the vodka.
What's the other thing?
Just some sort of pill.
Somewhat.
Some sort of pill.
I think they're real.
Who? The Sanji.
I don't know how to fight aliens.
Neither do I, but guess what? The people that work for them aren't aliens.
See, this is what I didn't get. Like, she killed him because he like knew about it and walked away. But like now everyone else knows. But like she just went on and told everyone like this is what's happening.
Yeah.
That just seems like
All good news.
It's interesting, isn't it?
Found it.
Panamax oil tanker hasn't delivered oil in 40 years.
Any billionaire names their boat Judgment
I
Day,
know.
I'm
I was
seizing
gonna
it.
say right.
I'm seizing that boat. They're up to something.
Est-ce que je vivrai assez longtemps pour rencontrer notre Seigneur?
Si notre Seigneur veut que nous soyons là comme ils arrivent, alors ils rendront cela possible.
Sir, our final roster for tomorrow's summit in London.
What happened to Rooney?
It didn't work out.
I see. My lord,
Yeah.
We have new comrades joining us through the gate.
for the London summit tomorrow, we're planning.
about the summit.
They?
Your enemies. They are watching you right now.
It's us.
Yeah, right. What? How do they know that already?
Don't be afraid. Nothing will happen to you. Not any of you. We will protect you.
We.
That's better. It's nice to see you smile.
What the fuck?
How is the job ongoing?
Oh, what job?
Oh,
I'm an entrepreneur.
that's not a job, that's a word you learned with us.
Yeah, you think I'm such a loser, but wait and see.
Don't think you're a loser. Just think you're lazy.
Yeah, well, you slogged your guts out, and look what you got to show for it.
My job isn't about getting rich. About protecting people.
Yeah, you're functioning for a dysfunctional government.
Who told you that?
It's an original thought, Dad. I know the Popo discouraged those. Ali said it.
Ali's a twat.
Yeah, you've been saying that for 2 years, but still my boyfriend, so what does that tell you?
But you've got terrible taste in men.
Guess I took after my mum.
That was mean.
Oh, very mean.
When I make my millions and I buy you a sweet bag, I'm gonna be like, still think I'm a loser.
First you gotta kill the heart snatcher.
I'm so bad at those games.
Yeah.
They really don't speak to me.
What do you think? It's handcuffs? Anal beads?
Looks like a lunchbox.
True.
It's got the rare Charizard.
Oh, that was all of himself.
I think of Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do data and equations and hypotheses and models. I don't do this. I'm not a spy.
We'll be close by, watching and listening, making sure you're safe.
You gathered the intelligence, you leave. No one's the wiser.
Do you think they're in contact with aliens?
You don't need to believe in Santa Claus to believe people give gifts on Christmas.
And she looked at the big bad wolf and said, "Grandma, what big eyes you've got."
He intends to eat her.
Yes?
She does not want to be eaten.
No.
So why does she remain in the house when she knows the wolf intends to eat her?
Well, he's dressed like the grandmother. He's wearing her clothes. He looks like her. He sounds like her.
But he is not the grandmother. He is the wolf.
Yes, but Little Red Riding Hood doesn't know that.
After he communicated with her, and she learned his intentions, why didn't she run?
Because she didn't learn his intentions. He was hiding them from her.
We do not understand.
Oh my god, you're
Well,
an idiot.
for instance, these pests who are tracking us, they're trying to hide their intentions because, well, otherwise they couldn't get to us.
Pests.
Our enemies.
Your enemies are human.
Yes.
Oh my god, I can't.
Yes, but you see, what I was doing there, I was using a metaphor.
That was very AI-like.
Can't you ever say anything that you know to be false? Can't you lie?
What is known is communicated as soon as communication takes place.
So you communicate through thought.
You do this. You lie.
Well, I try not to, but yeah, we all do sometimes.
And the wolf. He is also lying.
Yeah, I suppose he is.
We would like to speak to him.
It's a book.
Is he still in the grandmother's house?
Oh no, Jack. It's not real.
We do not understand.
Well,
Oh
it's a
my god,
story.
literally, how long is this gonna happen for?
Grandmother,
Chill.
So irritating. I know this man is probably evil, but I feel for him.
It is a lie about a liar?
Yeah, I suppose it is.
We need to consider this.
My lord.
We think we understand now.
See, that's why you need us. We can help you. Help you understand us better.
Oh, I don't think things are gonna
A
go well
liar
for
is
this man.
someone whose words are false. A liar cannot be trusted. We cannot coexist with liars.
My lord.
Yeah, they're gonna be blown up, aren't they?
Just
We
gotta
are
watch.
afraid of you.
Whoops.
His lord is an idiot. And also, they're all gonna die.
Why is the Lord an idiot?
Because they don't seem to understand anything about anything.
Their species is incapable of lying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're not an idiot, it's just
Yeah.
a completely different way of understanding.
Yeah, but they're mad that he told them the story of Little Red Riding Hood.
But they don't
They
have
don't
like
understand that. Yeah, the
stories.
stories don't exist.
But he was like, it's just like a child being like, but why?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Just like, shut the fuck up.
But they're also like much smarter. Clearly, like the technology they've been able to create, obviously, right? It's like it's just a different way of doing things. It's like different cultures, so in a way. It's like, it might be annoying, but it's not like.
It's understandable.
I just feel like he explained it very well.
But like it is like yeah, but like they are like a kid. That's the whole point. Like they don't know. They're still learning about us.
Like he explained using a story, but they don't even have stories. You know? Like it's just extra hard for them to understand.
I don't believe they don't have stories. They created this VR set.
Maybe, but I guess we don't know if they.
It's literally the whole point is to trick them. Like, it's hypocrisy. They're in the VR set. They have the weird little girl who needs to be saved, who's in every level.
Exactly are we going? To the front end.
So is he playing the game too?
Who?
Isn't the detective in there as well? Or was I looking at that the wrong way? I thought I saw the detective in the car.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't get a good look.
Okay.
I'm glad you made it. I am too.
Yikes.
I know that voice. I met her at the graveyard. She's known about us all along.
How did Evans get up that boat without us seeing him?
How did that girl scrub herself from the security cameras? Do we move on him?
If she is an alien, like, does she know about lying?
Wonderful to see all your faces.
Yeah, she said she's like, seems like she's grown
It's
up
a
here,
very
so maybe she's
special night
learned.
for us all to be here. The rumors are true. I am honored to introduce the founder of our movement, Dr. Wang.
Oh shit. I was wondering, like, what happened to her throughout, like, where she was gonna fall into this.
It all makes sense now.
There's been nothing connecting her to any of this since the funeral.
Nothing that we've seen or heard. But they've been controlling what we see and hear.
So how come they're letting us hear this?
4 light years away, the Santi have achieved miracles, and now they are coming to share their knowledge with us, to teach us how to survive and to thrive. But it will take them centuries to arrive. 400 years. We must prepare the world for their arrival and prepare our descendants to welcome them. We will give them the gift of our world so that they can do with it what we could not. Stop! Do not resist. It is our Lord's will. Please. Sit down. Our Lord will protect us from our enemies.
Like, this is my first day joining.
Let's get you in.
That escalated quickly.
Indeed.
Ah, why is she walking towards her?
Well, she bleeds like a human.
Just seems weird that she didn't shoot her on the spot if her intention was to kill her.
Maybe she wanted to have better luck, I don't know. There were a lot of people moving about.
Yeah, she seems really concerned with human life.
These ones are her supporters.
The ones they're recruiting.
Yeah, so maybe didn't want
I'm
to.
gonna take you somewhere safe. Your friend will be too.
It's weird that they didn't, like, take that woman into custody.
I think she escaped.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, yes, I recognize that, but she could only move so fast.
A lot of
A
gunfire.
lot of chaos, though.
Yeah, but it seems like the whole purpose was to catch her.
Not like
No,
her
I
specifically.
don't think. Yeah, I don't think they knew who was or wasn't going to be there. Boom, City.
I just wanted to check in and see how you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. We could maybe all use a bit of a break. So, I mean, I don't know if you feel like staring at the channel, but...
Sounds nice. I have to tell you something.
It's about all of us. It's about you and me and Jack.
All of us. It started a long time ago.
Hey, look at that.
What?
It's the same name, same boat.
Our own research base. No borders, no politics, no interference.
Took me 8 years to receive a response last time. We might have to wait.
They've been trying to reach you this whole time. You're very important to them. They're curious to learn more about us, and they want to teach us about themselves. They're coming. 你以為我們帶來你希望？
Saw that one coming.
She looks kind of sus.
What's on Judgment Day? Why is it so important?
If you're as clumsy as you were at our meeting, you'll never find out. You've got me because they let you. You have no idea what they can do. You think you do, but you don't. And when they arrive, you'll be so grateful.
Well, he'll be dead. Well, I was not expecting it to be 400 years. I kind of expected it to be in the course of the show that they were going to arrive. Oh, I guess.
Who knows? We jumped
Probably
back in
is still in
time.
the course of the show.
We could jump in the future.
You mean like the course of a lifespan, or?
Yeah, I meant in the course of these main characters, like their lifespan.
But we do have the flashbacks. We could have a flash forward.
Yeah, no, we could. But I more just meant like I sort of expected them to be in the same, and maybe I don't know, maybe they pick up their pace or something somehow. But I expected like these characters that we're following to be the ones. The characters that seem like would be the most interesting to follow from a human perspective is the ones that would be there when they arrive. I would think, anyways. It's very possible. Well, it's interesting. There's the dichotomy of figuring out either the Shanti.
Yeah, something like that.
Either they're lying, which they are indicating they cannot do and do not like, but are less than 400 years away, or however they determine that they're 400 years away, either seriously miscalculated it. So, I guess a lie, but then you run into the issues that Sarah was talking about. That seems very. I mean, I guess you can have hypocrisy in things. It's just more like.
I mean, one thing I'll just say, so we don't like get too off track about it, is that the Santi were working with Mike Evans, so if there's some sort of hypocrisy or it seems like they lied about something, keep in mind that maybe it wasn't directly them, maybe it was the humans working on their behalf who did something that involved a lie. Potentially. Just as an idea for maybe why things might not seem to add up. It's because some of them can lie, some of them can't.
I just feel like, I don't know, for all this technology they have, for all that they seem to know, I think they know how to lie. I don't buy that.
You think they're lying about not knowing how to lie? That could be a play.
I don't think that for, quote unquote, I guess like an entity that knows this much, to know that little just seems weird. I don't know.
I mean, how do you think?
Many years, and they've interacted with humans before, so they've never learned that humans can lie. It's weird.
Yeah,
no, it's interesting. It's a good point. Something to think about.
Especially since they seem to be able to monitor everything somehow, some way, which is definitely a little creepy.
Yeah. It was definitely new to them that humans could lie. Right now, it's not like.
They also know the word lie.
I think he explained it in the conversation, but they didn't understand the concept of it at all.
But he knew the word truth. I mean, you didn't ask for the definitions of the word truth. The definition of it seems like these are concepts that are familiar.
I think we just have to assume that they've had several conversations over the years, and at one point they learned certain definitions and the language and stuff like that.
Yeah, which just leads me to believe that I don't know. I don't think that they're as not knowledgeable as they let on.
Maybe playing the fool a little bit, catch us off guard.
You're just annoying the shit out of everyone.
Maybe that too.
Well, we still also need to figure out, it's, they say that they communicate sort of instantly. Anytime they learn information, they all learn it. And, the Lord kept, whenever she was speaking to Mike Evans, it sounds like a she anyways, kept saying we. We need to think about this. We aren't sure about this. We're scared. So it sounds like she's not speaking on behalf of just herself. But, I'm not sure if it's we as, the entire race, or we as whatever the governing body is of the Shanti, or...
Would aliens... I feel like that'd be a species, right?
Yeah, species, yeah. Whatever word you want to use.
I mean, you call it, the human race. It's just a...
Yeah. But, so it's also unclear of, maybe some of them do know how to lie, some don't. I still can't figure out that girl seems to have she seems to be human, like she was bleeding human blood, and like I'm just like I assume that she's not. Maybe she can shapeshift well enough in which that like even once something's outside of your body, it still pertains those qualities that you're shapeshifting.
Yeah. Some shapeshifters in media, if
Wait,
they
what
die,
makes
they
you-
still look the same.
We saw her blood when she got
no,
shot.
what makes you think? Have we seen her shapeshift?
No, but I'm more. You know how they said that like the Shanti were like, oh yeah, like we look like humans for your benefit. So like, and if she is a Shanti,
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but I just
kind
don't
of-
know.
At this point, I think she's human.
yeah, she's human and just has the technology to whenever she goes into these places can erase her like
Oh,
in real
interesting.
time.
I figured that it was the Lord is like watching over
Intervening.
them in a way that like is like placing some sort of like thing around her so that she's invisible.
So the Lord is making her invisible through like their means, rather than her like activating a device or something.
Well, there has to be some
Or shape-shifting
reason
or
why they're
something.
all like, this Lord is so incredible, so powerful, like so like other
Well,
than
I think they're referring to when they say Lord. I think they're referring to the Shanti as a whole. I don't think they're saying it's one individual. I think they say I think they're saying the Shanti are the lords, but they're just referring to them as like one overall being.
Like if it was a hive mind, you might refer to them.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it's a group as just one. kind of
Yeah, more than it being one specific person or thing.
I think there's
but
a leader.
I could be wrong. Yeah, I'm sure there. Yeah.
And I think that's probably the person who they're in direct communication with.
Yeah, no, that's possible as well.
But
Maybe.
it's an interesting idea. It feels like the woman who's talking is like consistently the same woman.
Yeah, no, the woman, I think the person they're communicating with, or the thing they're communicating with, the Shanti they're communicating with, I think is the same Shanti. Which whether or not they're just, that one is
same
like the actual
ambassador,
leader,
just not-
yeah, or just like, exactly, like an ambassador, a communicator.
Could just be the translator.
Yeah, exactly.
Who
But,
knows how it works?
yeah, so I'm not sure. I think we need to learn more about how often they've been in communication. Like, originally it was clear that sort of, I think she said it was like 8 years before I got a response. Obviously now it seems to be live communication that they're capable of. By how long they've been capable of that and been doing that for. Because to Sarah's point, it's sort of like if they've been, watching over humans and it seems weird they wouldn't have picked up on some of these concepts beforehand. I don't know. It shouldn't be that surprising to them that like humans have their issues, but to them they're saying like, oh, like humans do these things. Like, oh, never mind. We don't want to help them. We don't want to be part of. Like, we don't want to interact with them.
Which is
we want
crazy because it's been 400 years.
No,
It
it
hasn't
hasn't
been
been
400
years.
But
It's
weren't
going
they
to take
around on the
400
boat?
years.
They're gonna say it's gonna
Or
take.
no, not 400.
They're 4 light years away. It's going to take
No, it's
400
been
years to get here.
Approximately. It's been like probably
40.
like 40. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
been
yeah.
40, which is very different. But
Yes.
it's been 40 years since the signal was first sent, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah, no. So that's what I mean in terms of like I don't know how like, because if it's trading messages once every 8 years, then obviously that's not you're not
But
gonna
it
learn
seemed like
much.
they were capable of trading quickly. It was just
Yeah.
she wasn't receiving them.
Any ideas on what's different between back then with the first message and why it took so long versus now it seems more
My
instantaneous?
guess is one, they started moving like at some point they clearly I think started moving closer. Like the fact that they're only 4 light years away, 400 years away, like they're clearly moving towards us. So one, that probably helps, but two, they probably once they were able to build up at least a small cadence of communication, were probably able to help provide the technology to build things that were more capable of live communication.
Wait, do you mean why when she first sent the signal was it not responded to in the following days?
Well, just more like how when she first sent the signal and just back in that time, like it wasn't like they responded right away. It wasn't like the conversation like Evans had with the Lord where they were having a back and forth like a phone call, It was like you had to send the message, let it travel through space. They hear it, then they send a response, let it travel through space, and it takes a bunch of time before you like hear back and forth. Whereas now,
That's just like a phone call.
they're communicating, or at least they're communicating to what they refer to as the Lord, and it's so like instantaneous. What makes you think why that's the case, if anything.
Yeah, so my guess is that they were able to communicate enough to provide instructions on how to build something that like strengthen the signal or...
So like maybe way back when they sent a message being like, hey, build this, here are the details, and here are the schematics, and you do this right, and it will allow us to communicate right away through our future tech.
Yeah. Sort of like if I follow the assumption that the humans built the headsets at the, rather than being sent the headsets, but were just taught how to build them, then like building a communication device seems very plausible as well. Otherwise, I feel like the two have to go hand in hand, right? Either they were sent the headset and they were sent the communication tools, or they were taught how to build both. And I just have to imagine it was taught how to build both, because I don't really know how they would be able to like get those items there if they themselves aren't there yet.
There's also the possibility that, originally when she sent the message, she was talking to someone who was telling her, don't...
The pacifist?
Yeah, they were saying, you don't want us to come.
They're like, cut it out, stop this.
They were like, don't do it.
Don't reach out.
Yeah, so...
Not to move.
It feels like that person, or not person, but that... Being very easily could have tried to put off the leader from making contact for as long as possible.
Oh, some interference.
Yeah.
Some.
Yeah, if it were me
maybe.
and I was like, oh my god, we're gonna like go kill everyone and I want to prevent this from happening, I probably wouldn't like send one message being like, don't respond.
A little sabotage before they get there, maybe, so that they can't quite be as efficient in their journey and conquering.
Yeah, or like, I don't know. I think this works more for like beforehand, less of like how things would have changed, I guess, going forward, but at the time as to why it took them like a while to respond to her when she first sent it. It's like maybe they didn't get it.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, we'll have to see. Any lingering... What's like your biggest wonder with the show right now? Like, what's the mystery that you most want to know at this point?
How did the headsets arrive?
It's a good one.
Mine is what the point of the headsets are at the end of it. Like, now that like they're coming, they're going to be here either in 400 years or likely less. Like, what do they think the headset's going to do aside from...
Recruitment tool.
Yeah, but like...
maybe that's the question. Is it just get to level 4, whatever they were, and then now you learn about the aliens and you join the group? Or does it go beyond with the headsets?
Yeah, because it seems like a big jump to be like, oh, they got to level 4 in this like video game. Like, now they're going to be cult followers.
Yeah.
Like, you could tell with Jin, right? She's like, oh yeah, it's a cool video game. It's like, the science is incredible, but like... So, that doesn't make me like... some religious zealot. Yeah, so I don't know. It's like, what is the end game of the video game? That's probably it for me.
All right. Well, we'll have to see. But I think that's probably about all we need for this episode. Thank you guys very much for watching with us. We will see you next time. Thank you.